Welcome everyone. I hope you're healthy and safe wherever you're at. My point this afternoon is to go over an activity that involves exponential functions and dice. And so all you need is 20 identical six-sided dice. I happen to have a Tinsy game here, and I got some green and pink dice which I'll be using. On the other hand, if you don't happen to have dice, and because of the pandemic you can't go out and get any, I have 3 different links here for dice that you can roll online. If you're just going to do the 6-sided version of this activity, then I'd like this middle link the best. If you want to do other sides of dice and do some of the extensions, I suggest this last one. It's quite good. So, the next thing that we need to do is choose one number on our dice, which we're going to use as our remove number. And I wrote that number down here for me. I chose to use the number 3. So every time a 3 comes up, it's going to be moved to my remove pile. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and roll all of the dice. So again, I have 20 dice here. I'm going to roll them. There we go. And now I'm going to look for all the 3s that I can find. There's one, and it looks like I just have 2 3s. So that now gets taken out. I take my remaining 18 dice and put them back in my little can to roll again. Now, if I do that again, here we go. I'm going to again count the number of 3s. This time I got 1, 2 again. So I'm going to keep doing that until all of my dice are gone. So I went ahead and did this earlier. I'm not going to make you watch me roll until all my dice are gone. That's a little bit ridiculous. But here is the data that I collected earlier. You'll notice that I started off with 20 dice, and then after one roll I actually had 6 of them disappear, so I was down to 14. And then you can see the progression until I ended up after 12 rolls with no dice left. Okay, and if that's all you want to do with the activity, that's great. It's a good way to just learn how to make a scatter plot of some data, and you can be done with that. If you're interested more though in learning what exponential functions are about, I went ahead and made a scatter plot. Let's see, there it is. A scatter plot of my data. You'll notice that these squares, they exactly correspond to the graph that I just showed you that I did by hand. And then this equation is the mathematical model. And in my case, the mathematical model is a little bit higher than what actually happened. You can determine on your own why that's the case. There's only 20 dice though, and so there's a fairly large possibility for deviation from expectation. However, there are other activities in the extension which I would encourage you to go through and find out about. Let me know in the comments below what do you think of this activity and any improvements that I could make to the Word documents or Google Docs or PDF below. Thank you and enjoy.